Welcome to my channel, Sage of Aqua. So tonight, new moon. Begin with, in the subconscious position, I have Aquarius. Trust in the universe. So what this is asking you to do is, rather than stay in ego, is to embrace the Aquarian age. The Aquarian age is a much more collaborative energy, and it is a very hard lesson to let go of ego and judgment. But this is what it's asking you to do. So there's a symbol here, and it's a circle. So a circle is a never-ending, so that would represent never-ending cycles and the infinity of the universe. And inside is a triangle. So a triangle is a stable form, especially when it goes into the third dimension, as when it goes into the 3D isosceles triangle. So that is the beginning of stabilizing. So the Aquarian energy in the Aquarius age is stabilizing in our subconscious, in our emotions. So it's quite likely that you will change your groups of friends, or even maybe want to change your job or do something more collaborative. So in the current energy, I have cool your emotions. Okay, so something's hotting up here. That's Mars there. And the Ram is a very hard-headed person and represents the Fool in the traditional tarot decks. You may be banging your head against a brick wall about something and getting a little bit worked up about it. It's saying here just to back it off a bit, that it's just too much on your emotions. It's taking its toll on your emotions. We'll have a little more into why that is in just a moment. And in your awareness, I've got the first quarter moon in Leo, which is what it is. Be humble. So again, we've got circles within circles. If you have a look at the symbol there, there's 3 circles there. There's a man alone here, and he is looking at the oneness, the infinity, and the infinity within the infinity. It's a never-ending cycles within cycles we deal with every day. So, for example, on Earth, we have the lunar cycle, and the lunar cycle is within a solar system, which is another cycle of solar system of 8 planets and a dwarf planet. And within that, we're within the Milky Way, and within that, within the galaxy. So we've got cycles within cycles here, and that's saying to bring your awareness into what comes around goes around, is what I'm getting from this. Okay, so I've pulled a card for either masculine or feminine, and I've got the feminine energy here. So I'm not doing a divine reading tonight, but I'm just saying that the energy is erring on the side of feminine. So we'll have a look into that a bit later. So I'm just going to do some lunar cards. These are lunar cards from the manifestation moonology, and these ones are the moon magic. So on the bottom I've got a number 5. So in the gravity field of perception, we've been having a lot of number 5 energy. So the fly-by-night can be a toxic situation, and it's on the gravity doors, so it is passing through, and I've got the lover's moon there. So this would imply that there has been some confrontation with a love situation. It doesn't matter that that's upside down, there's no reversals in this deck. So you've also got a number 8 there, and a number 5 as well. So you may have felt that lucky to meet this person or to find love, but it looks like they turned out to be a bit of a user and not a very nice person. So you probably felt that you were coming into some luck, but unfortunately that implies it wasn't quite so lucky. So you've got a number 8 here, so that's Number 8 is your capacity for joy is infinite. So this has been hovering around, wanting to come out for quite some time, but it didn't quite make an appearance in the divine energy readings that I've done this week. So number sequences known as angel numbers may be signs from the universe. According to numerology, every number is connected to a vibrational energy that encompasses meaning, so I do actually cover that on this channel. If you keep on seeing the sequences of number 8, then it's likely you are on track with your goals and life in general, so that's pretty good news. It doesn't get much better, okay? So if you're in the flow of the number 8, then regardless of this lover being a little bit, perhaps he shot through or he just wasn't high enough of vibration. I've got the bat here, which means expert in echolocation, and if you want to know more about that, I've done another separate video on echolocation. But echolocators are incredibly good at sending out a signal and getting information back on people, so this would be somebody that was perhaps prying into people's business and gathering intel. Could have even been a spy, could even imply that somebody's been spying on you. So overall, the number 8 is a sign of infinity, so I've been getting the circles as well. Take this as infinite love, infinite confidence, infinite compassion, infinite money, infinite abundance that you desire. It also is a symbol of karma. Take time to be grateful for how far you've come and consider how you can give back to others less fortunate than yourself. Okay, so let's have a look at the tarot deck. I'm just going to give this a quick spin. Okay, so I've got a number 9 there as well, so that is also confirming this one. It's also the same colour. Purple is intuition. Trust in your intuition. Okay, so I pulled a couple of cards to see what's going on, and I'm just going to get a couple out, and then we'll read some. Okay, so got that one. Alright, so that's another number 8, but this one is voluntary illusion, so knowingly going towards something that you know may not be the correct path, like cutting corners or investing money in something that didn't go anywhere, or taking a chance with a fly-by-night lover. Probably wasn't worth the gamble, but Eight of Swords is voluntary. You may have known this, it probably wasn't worth it. So that's what that could mean, that you went in knowingly into something that didn't quite pan out or was a bit toxic. Alright, so we'll just get another one and then we'll look at the mystery ones. So 8 on the whole is a pretty high vibration. So you may be moving away from lovers like this. Or maybe this person just brought in some luck temporarily. It does seem a bit unusual that you've got the fly-by-night and the lucky star here. I'll take one more. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this person was definitely had some issues. So this is addicted to drama. This is addicted to the negative side of life. So, yeah. I'm thinking, even though I'm not doing a love reading tonight, I'm thinking that this could be someone that deceived you. But for some reason you seem to have gone along with it. Okay. Alright, so I've got a few mystery cards. So the Night Owl, number 3. You could have started up some study or a new project, some form of learning. You may be improving your skills or just expanding your repertoire. Queen of Cups, and so yeah, you may be releasing some burdens, some things that were just really hard work. You might be actually releasing baggage. It could be a person, it could be a job, It could just be throwing things out around the house, but you are definitely not accepting these burdens. I've got another number 3 on the bottom, and a pentagram. So pentagram is also number 5. So I've got 3s and 5s and 8s here. Pentagram is basically you've got a hand in what you choose, whether you choose toxic friends or whether you knowingly move towards something that's not really that sensible. You have a hand in your destiny, and so this has a very double meaning. This energy can be for good or for ill, but on the whole, number 5 can be a bit confrontational. Alright, so number 3 would imply something is commencing. So I've got the 3 in the 23 here, I've got the 3 in the 32. So I've got quite a bit of 3 energy here, so you could be in collaboration with this person, but I'm getting the feeling that they're not actually. So I've got the 2 pentagrams here. There's 2 pentagrams there. Just here and here. So the 5 energy, yeah, so you could have been confronted with something. But the Night Owl implies that you're not really taking it on. You're definitely blocking anything toxic. And 10 of Wands is really letting go of toxic situations. You could have moved on from a job that no longer served you. You could have changed your group of friends. I've got the waxing crescent. Number 3 again. So yeah, you're definitely doing something quite collaborative. You're involved in something, you've started something up. And there's another 3 and the 31 there. So that's another 10. That's another 10. And that's another 3. So yeah, you've definitely left something behind and started up something much more collaborative under this, embracing this Aquarian energy. Alright, so let me just have a look at my mystery cards. I've got one more. Shadow work, number 7. Okay, so shadow work, I've done a separate reading on shadow work if you want to have a look. So basically it was about a previous lover coming back, and you've already done the shadow work. So if you want to check out that reading, I'm not going to cover the shadow work here, but generally speaking, it's Jung called it the monster within. So it's a part of yourself that you don't really want to see, and if this is a person, they may have brought that out in you. And it is part of the growth. So number 8 is fortune after difficulty, but you must face the shadow self to go on to the 9 vibration. You have to look at that part of yourself. In the number 5, you have to look at the duality of life, and that lesson may be upon you. And the number 7 is working through these difficulties, dealing with the duality of life, love, and everything in it, basically. So I'm getting a little bit of confrontational energy here, and also a bit of disillusionment. Okay, so overall though, it's keeping on top of things, and so let's just work out which one of these to read. So things could be coming out of the woodwork and needing to be dealt with, but that is part of the shadow work, is actually dealing with what's, in order to go on to the number 8 vibration and leave the 7s behind, you have to go through that ego death, or someone else has been through an ego death here. Alright, so I've got Cool Your Emotions has come up, so we'll read that one. I'll read that one. So this is a number 8, a page 80, which is also a number 8. So the 8's coming out quite prominently, which I like to see. That means that you're doing the work necessary to raise your vibration. So, are you in the middle of an argument, or perhaps in the mood to pick an argument? Surely not. Or are you being overly forward? This is a time of heated emotions and frayed tempers. Anger is better than despair, as Abraham Hicks taught us, because anger spurs us on to do something, but you may get better results if you master your emotions. Certainly avoid stirring the pot, or it could boil over. So I've got the Queen blocking and letting go here, so I think you're already doing that. Already letting go of this shit stirrer. A person, could be a person, or just something toxic that you're letting go of. So I think you've already done that. The manifestation is, out of this only good will come. There's no point pretending that you don't have intense feelings, as this blocks your manifestation powers. You need to work through your feelings by thinking of the people involved or forgiving yourself. Okay, so someone's stirring the pot, and it looks like you decided not to get involved, which is probably the best thing. Oh, this one. Apologies, I don't have the book on the table, but this is, it says Field of Dreams. She's surrounded by a lotus, and lotus grow out of mud, and so this is a very humble person, so this probably fits in with the humble card. That one, be humble. Humble beginnings, I'm feeling. Yeah, because mud makes these beautiful plants, and she's in her feminine energy. So I think we'll just read this one, because I've left my book inside for this one. So, be humble. This is page 62, which is also a number 8. So number 8 is really fortune after difficulty. It's putting the difficulties behind you now. So tension is in the air. You know that you can achieve your goals, which is half the battle. But this card suggests you need to be less show and more substance as you move towards your goals. Don't try to impress anyone with money. I don't have any pentacles here, so I'm feeling like you haven't been doing that. Avoid allowing your ego to overwhelm you. So that was coming out of the, that was the influence of the trusting the universe. This one, this is all about getting out of ego. Both these cards. Don't opt for something merely because you think it'll impress others. Practice grounding in a financial situation. Slow your spending. In love, if you're being stubborn or possessive, now is the time to stop. So I've got the Queen of Cups in reversed here, so there is some rejection of this burden. So this card holds a lot of power, which came up in my Divine Feminine, if you want to have a look at that one. That was summoning a lot of power. You just need to challenge the heated energies in a wise way. So identify and clear any blockages, step up, and to receive all the goodies life has to offer you, you have to want it. So you could be over emotional. You need to bring more logic into your mindset to balance out this over emotional, getting a bit volatile situation. To bring the balance in, you need more logic. Call in these energies with these words: energies of the first quarter moon in Leo, thank you for reminding me to shine while staying humble. Okay, so that's all I have for you for the lunar reading. I hope this was helpful.